Hello YouTube, this is Rajiv Khan, and today we are going to unbox this one of my favorite editions so far of the Harry Potter collection. This is the Harry Potter The Complete Collection box set, British Adult Edition. So as you can see, this box set, if I can still remember, this was released 3 years ago. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but yeah, we're gonna find it out later. And the moment that I bought this was that I didn't have any intentions to buy this, since I already have two editions, the standard American and the previous British, which has the cover that's look like a bit more of a reality, and it has a contrasted cover which relates to the title itself. But right now, the main purpose that I bought this was that the covers are really enticing and surprisingly beautiful and elegant. So let's get down to business. We are going to unbox it now. So I don't have a unboxing knife. I just going to use my car keys, and I think this is just will suffice enough to just a bit to poke some holes here on this cover. This is not really that tight, so it's not very hard to open this. So let's start. By the way, I did not buy this or order online. This was my sister's idea. This books came all the way from London, and I'm so grateful that I have able to receive this early this year. Okay. So here's the box set. On the front cover, we can see the Hungarian Horntail and Nagini. Here on the left side, we have Prongs Patronus, the Antler, and this one I think this is a Chamber of Secrets because I can see the London Siege Tower, yeah. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Half-Blood Prince. Because of this in our view, this is memorable. The Astronomy Tower in the dark mark conjured by the Death Eaters. And at the bottom, it is plain black cardboard, but they stuck a information label of the covers and also the ISBN control number. And here are the following covers, and we're gonna see it closely later in a while. So it says here that a stunning hardback collection containing you cannot see. Where's the focus, Lindsay? Well, anyway, it says here that a stunning hardback collection containing all 7 of the Harry Potter novels, and according to the Sunday Telegraph, this is one of the greatest literary adventures of the modern times, which is, I couldn't agree more. Okay, I'll just stick this here. Oh no, since I'm going to display it in the bottom, that's completely useless. So once we're going to open this, it's like an old box, an ancient box where you can put all your jewels or your treasures, but this is memorable. Here, once you open this, you can see the neon pink, and it has this ribbon where it could support the cover. It will not just rest down, and they will place also this white paper, blank paper, and I think the main reason is to protect the spine covers from any contrasted colors or from shipping, whatever you call that. So they have a good idea also. Let's set aside. I can smell. Smells like being published in a library. I miss it smell. So here's the book. So this book isn't hard to get it, because we have this accompanied by lever here. This is a ribbon where you can just easily pull the books up. You can just pull it out slowly. So we're going to take this one book here, and this is the first book. Of course, all the books are being placed in a chronological order. So I get here Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is much smaller, handy, adult. On the front cover, we got here the Hogwarts Express. And I like its cover. It's simple, a little bit like edgy dark, and it's black and white, which is really have a taste in my mood. And it's a neon pink. The font is a little bit catchy also. And at the back, all the books at the back were all labeled with a quote from different characters. So the first book we got Minerva McGonagall. I think she said this one of I think the first chapter, he'll be famous, a legend. I wouldn't be surprised if today was known as Harry Potter Day in future. There will be books written about Harry. Then so once you opened it, we have all the covers are being united in one printed. I think it's also the same at the back. Once you pull it out, you'll have the spine covers. And for the dust jacket, it smells good. I think this is all a bit of a summary and also the author's information. And this is for the Philosopher's Stone. And I'm already used to it with this title because this is British, so they use philosophers instead. Next is the Chamber of Secrets. Yeah. From the front cover, you see that this is a Wimping Willow, if I'm not pretty sure. Yeah. Wimping Willow, this is where Ron and Harry took this car scene. So this is from Albus Dumbledore. It says it is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. Yeah. The book summary, plot, and also the information of the author. Same. Gold lettered printed to the titles. Bloomsbury never failed me to expect my expectations. So this book has a neon green. Now, let's move on to one of my favorite books. I mean, of the titles. This is Prisoner of Azkaban's. And the front cover, you can see Buckbeak, the Hogwarts ground, and the Australian Tower. I think this is where Sirius Black locked up while waiting for the Dementor's kiss. And this is Sybil Trelawney. The Dark Lord will rise again with his servants' aid greater and more trouble than ever before. The spine, I think this is not pink. It's some kind of like a purple, neon purple. Once you open this, everything has a uniform printed on the spine. Gold. This is not protruding letters, but you could also feel it. Like the cover, also the text. I'm not used to this kind of font, but I think it will get you enough to read all over again. And I've read this book like for almost 20 years since it was being released. I've read this for 3 times already, or 4 times, and I still have a plan to read it all over again. Next, we have the Goblet of Fire. And here we have the Hungarian Horntail, the Hogwarts ground. Yeah, not just the Hungarian Horntail, but other dragons that being used during the Triwizard Tournament Task 1. The first task. So, the cult still with Dumbledore. It happens not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. I agree with that. In the standard edition, Goblet of Fire, it's quite thick because of the font. They're using the huge font. But here, it's a bit like the double half of that. See, for example, chapter 9, the Dark Mark. This is really perfectly designed for adults because adults are used to reading small fonts rather than children. And every chapter of the adults from the British, they don't have that illustration. Each chapter, unlike the standard American, they usually have this accompanied illustration in order for the children to read more or to appreciate the book. Next, we have here Harry Potter in the Order of the Phoenix. This is one, yeah, the thickest book of all. It's so neon yellow. I like still smell like we're in the library or in a publication house. And at the back, it's still Albus Dumbledore. I don't know why they like featured Dumbledore for all the books. This is the weapon he has been seeking so assiduously since his return, the knowledge of how to destroy you. Once you open this, still the same. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. From the first few pages, we have here some phrases for Harry Potter from different known personal, like Stephen King, The Times, Times Letter Supplement, and also Sunday Telegraph. It's so... Okay, let's move on to the sixth book. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Neon Blue. Yeah. We have the Dark Mark, Astronomy Tower, and the Hogwarts Castle. This is from Narcissa Malfoy. Yeah, at last, no Dumbledore. Will you, Severus, watch over my son Draco as he attempts to fulfill the Dark Lord's wishes? This was the moment when Bellatrix Lestrange and the two... Narcissa, they made this an agreement, the unforgivable... No, it's not a forgivable vow, it's unbreakable vow. That was in Spears End, chapter 2. Yeah. With Snape. I like the color, it's neon blue. It's a bit fresh. If I were like going to rate all the books, I would still going to choose the previous adult edition. Because number one, the font. Like, I'm really used to reading the font of it. But this time, it's really quite different. But of course, I still have to read this. And lastly, we have the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Neon Orange. Oh, we got here, and yeah, this is the Hogwarts bottle. Battle of the Hogwarts, Lord Voldemort at last. Give me Harry Potter and I shall leave this school untouched. Give me Harry Potter and you'll be rewarded. I've just read this book like the other day. And now I'm still gonna want to read it all over again. So for all the 7 books, I think this is the has the shortest detail of the plot. And if we're going to remove the dust jacket, still have the same cover, the spine text, the gold glittered one. Yeah, this is for 7 books. And one of the backs, there's I also love this because it is just an ordinary box. They still have they did some printings from all the book covers of each side. So if you don't want to use this for the books, you can put some important stuff in here. And I guess this is quite really safe. I hope they could just, sell like another box for this, because this is too fascinating. So that's it, everyone. Thank you for watching. This is J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter The Complete Collection, British Adult Edition. Thank you.